Hello guys, are you ready for a lifetime of love and happiness? Before you say I do, make sure you are prepared for a healthy and happy marriage. Medicare TV got you covered. Learn about the importance of premarital tests and how they can ensure a strong foundation for your future together. Subscribe to Medicare TV now and get access to expert advice on premarital health checks, valuable insights on building a healthy relationship, tips for a happy and fulfilling marriage. Follow us, share with your loved ones, and comment below with your thoughts. Watch now and start building a stronger, healthier relationships. This topic called premarital tests can also be called pre-medical examination or premarital screening. They are those series of tests that a couple undergoes before getting married. There are various of them, and they include: number 1, blood group / rhesus factor. Abo blood group / rhesus factor. In Abo blood group, the couple tend to identify the blood group they belong to. Either you belong to blood group A, or you belong to blood group B, or you belong to blood group AB, or you belong to blood group O. For rhesus factor, you have is either you belong to rhesus factor A negative marker, rhesus factor A positive marker, or rhesus factor B positive marker, or rhesus factor B negative marker, rhesus factor AB negative marker, rhesus factor AB positive marker, rhesus factor O positive marker, and rhesus factor O negative marker. The importance of knowing all these things is that it will help you to receive blood from the right donor or to donate blood to the right acceptor, so that you don't experience transfusion reaction and then transfusion incompatibility. So what we are advising here is that you go and do the screening to know the blood group you belong to before getting married. Don't forget that O negative is regarded as universal donor simply because it can donate to all other blood groups, while the AB is regarded as a universal acceptor or recipient because they can receive blood from all other blood group. Now, in a situation whereby a woman is rhesus factor negative and marries a man with rhesus factor positive, there will be danger. There will be incompatibility. That is what we call rhesus factor incompatibility. How does it happen? When an rhesus negative mother carries an rhesus positive fetus, her immune system may react to the rhesus positive blood cells, producing antibody that can attack the fetus red blood cell, leading to hemolytic disease of the newborn. Now, another danger of rhesus incompatibility is that it can cause transfusion reaction. When a rhesus negative individual receives rhesus positive blood, their immune system may react, which can lead to severe transfusion reaction. Another danger again is that it can cause severe anemia and jaundice that potentially threatens the life of the newborn. Now, there are risk factors associated with rhesus factor incompatibility. One of the risk is the pregnancy complication. So, rhesus factor incompatibility can increase the risk of pregnancy complications such as preterm labor, low birth weight, and fetal distress. It can also cause recurrent miscarriages with women with negative rhesus negative blood may experience recurrent miscarriages due to what I have explained before. Don't panic. This is not a death sentence test. This is something treatable. So the only thing is that you need to detect it on time. So when it is being detected, your healthcare provider will give you, that is the mother involved, will give you a program within 72 hours of your birth to prevent further complication or incompatibility or reactions that will occur in subsequent pregnancy. And that is how it is done till you are done with your childbearing. So the next test, infectious disease test, it is here that you screen for HIV and AIDS. You do your hepatitis B and C test. You do your gonorrhea test, your syphilis test, your rubella test, your herpes simplex viral test, your chlamydia test, your TB test. So the important here is that if you detect it on time, you will treat them, and the complication that will lead to infertility will not be there. The next one is genetic testing. Here you have your thalassemia test, sickle cell disease test, you have your cystic fibrosis test, Tay-Sachs disease test, and other genetic disorder test. So, but my area of interest here is on sickle cell disease test. Here, it is here that you do your genotype to know the group you belong to, whether you are AA or AS, SS. My major concern here is that AA can marry AA, AS can marry AA, AS cannot marry AS, AS cannot marry SS. So, very important that you know your genotype before you go into marriage, so that you don't end up giving out carrier children or sickle cell children. Okay, the next test to be done is the reproductive health test. It is here that the male knows theirs and the female knows theirs also. For the males, they do PSA, prostate specific antigen. It is the test they do at the age of 40 and above to screen for prostate cancer. They also do semen analysis to know the working condition of your semen and the testosterone level to determine your fertility rate. Also, for the females, they do ultrasound to know the working condition of their uterus and fallopian tube and all the internal organ of the female reproductive organs. Now, we also advise the females to do mammography, which is breast cancer screening test. Do pap smear test. Pap smear test is the one they do to screen for cervical cancer. The next test, another test here to be done is what we call mental health evaluation and lifestyle assessment. In here we have family medical history. So here the healthcare provider assess the couple to know whether there is history of diabetes, history of family history of diabetes, family history of seizure, family history of mental incapability, family history of epilepsy, family history of even sickle cell diseases, cystic fibrosis, thalassemia, all those genetic disorders. Another one is mental assessment. Is the person you are trying to marry, you are intending to marry, suffering from schizophrenia or psychosis or generalized anxiety or chronic depression or have experienced rape, these are the things you should gather for proper guidance and counseling. The next one is the lifestyle and habit assessment. Does the person you are intending to marry engage in chronic smoking, or is he a chain smoker? Does it engage in substance abuse? Does he or she have sexual dysfunction? Does this premarital test have benefit? Yes, it has benefit. One of the benefits is that it is important in identification of a potential health risk and taking preventive measure. It reduces the risk of passing genetic disorder and infectious disease to their unborn children. It plans for a healthy pregnancy and a thriving family. Please remember that premarital test is not mandatory, but it can provide a valuable insight for a healthy, happy marriage. For further inquiry, please contact your healthcare provider. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow us, comment, and share. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.